this is Eileen from Eileen Stuffs, and today we will be cash stuffing my cash from my March 15th paycheck. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. I am a cash budgeter and stuffer here on YouTube. I am working on paying off debt as well as building up an emergency and sinking funds. So if that is something that you're interested in and you haven't already, please consider subscribing below. Two things. Number one, this is the second time I'm filming this video because the first time I got the cash all messed up and I had to redo it. I'm filming this video several days after I took out my cash. I had already spent some to go food shopping and used 20 of miscellaneous, but I believe I figured it out, so this is take two. I did start with 406 in cash. I spent 185. We have 221 left over. I got that totally mixed up. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. So I used to go through my budget really quickly, but I think I'm gonna stop doing that because it's really so we could just get to the cash stuffing. However, I will link my budget video down below and I'll just give you this quick glance. My paycheck was $3,415. We had taxes, we had our car, all of our bills, we did another huge credit card payment on my credit card that used to have the highest balance. It's going down. Really excited about that. And we ended up with 406 in cash. Today's the first day I finally was able to sit down. This video is for Sunday. It's Thursday morning. I'm doing this before work because that's like the only time I could find to do the cash stuffing. I didn't need food, so I went food shopping, and then I went again last night and got some more stuff because I'm trying so hard not to eat out when I go to work. I took out a little bit more. For sure, we have our winter fund, cash, my mom, cash, and then those are the two big ones. Whatever's left over will be what I have left over for food and miscellaneous, but you know, that's all I've spent. So apparently I've spent about 185 of this 240. So we have that little bit left over. Let's start by counting our cash and then we'll go more into the stuffing. I'm gonna move this to the side for now. All right, so we should have 221, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. All right, 221 in cash now. The other thing, I went through the whole process of figuring out denominations, so I had exact change. I figured I could just get the 50s and 20s from my ATM machine, which I tried to do, and then it gave me all 20s. So when I was like, wait, it didn't let me pick out my denominations. And then at that point, I was kind of like, I'll just work with it. I don't really need, I mean, the 50s are nice and I had everything lined up, but this is just a wing it, go with what we have. We're going to just being flexible and moving on kind of paycheck as far as the cash stuffing goes, because it's just one of those. Now, usually I do my wallet first, but because I know a lot of the money that's already taken out comes from the wallet, I want to make sure I have in the 76 and the 70 correctly. Plus, I do owe myself back $20. First thing that we're going to look at is the winter fund. Well, list my budget video below, but I did talk about I had to take Riley to the vet again, so I was pulling cash from different sources so I didn't have to use my credit card. I did take $20 out of my funds, so I want to pay that back. Plus, we're adding another 76. Because this is occurring, I'm going to do them separately just for my own, I guess, sanity that I know I paid my 20 back. Well, right now, when I took, and this is actually the mess up from my last video attempt. So I have 162. Step one is I have to pay myself back $20. Let's get that in there. So that brings me back to 182. Now we have to add 76. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would have been the 5 and the 1. We're just doing all ones. We're going to throw that in and see what it adds up to. So let me mush this all together first. Okay. I'm just going to rewrite this. I also wrote 70 instead of 76 because I looked at the wrong thing. So it was just a mess, but so we're 76 we're adding, and we have 182 right now. Now we have 100, 50, 70, 90, 200. Let's not even mess around with that odd number. 20, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. All right, and that is what I had last time before I realized I had messed this part up. So 258 is what we have. My winter / emergency bill fund is building up nicely. I mentioned this in a different video, but one of the things I'm doing is starting to create a winter fund separate from my emergency fund. So I have money specifically for the winter months, which are for November, December, January, where I lose work for the holidays. And I just want to know that I have this cash there for that time of the year so I can enjoy my own time off without stressing about losing work. This is a goal I have for myself every year, but this year I'm really trying to make it happen. Therefore, I used to keep it all just in the emergency fund, but this year I've decided to separate those two. So we had 77 go into my emergency fund, which is a high yield account online. I didn't take cash out for that. And then we have the 76, which is going towards the winter months. We're almost close to 300. So I think once we get to 300, I may put placeholders in this and then maybe start a winter fund high yield bucket. That way, at least it can earn a little bit during the year. But for now, we'll keep it there. All right, so that part, good. That went a lot smoother than last time. The other big one we're stuffing is just my mom. Oh, I totally skipped over it. I have talked about this in another video, but if you're new to my channel, I have pretty much ceased sinking funds for now as I focus on making major payments towards my credit card. That's kind of what I was talking about in the beginning. I paid an extra $200 towards this credit card. So in the past 2 months, I've paid about $1,000 off on this card. It's pretty cool. We'll talk about that more in a different video. But this is why I'm ignoring a lot of these, is because I'm just trying to keep my focus. That being said, this is where we might have to do some cash transferring because family needs 70, and I have, so far I know it has 100, and we want to add 70 today. And this is going to my mom. We have all 20, so we have 20, 40, 60, 80. And we only need 70, so I have like an extra $10. But I wonder, I think I have 2 10s for 20 in my... So just to keep things steady, I'm gonna do a quick bill exchange. This is my bill money I just had. We'll just take out these 2 10s. We'll put in the 20, so that is the same. And now we should be good with the 70. So now we have 120, 40, 60, 70. Okay. My goal for this, my mom's birthday is in August, so it's March. I would love to pay her off for her birthday. So this is a top priority. I don't know if you've seen my videos last week, it used to be like $20 here, $15 there, but now we're like 70, 100. We're throwing in bigger amounts. I would want to finish my mom, and I really want to give her a lump sum this time of the remainder. So that is what we're working on here. And I think I forgot to add. The budget sheets might be hard for you guys to see. I apologize for that. It does say 170, and this is mostly for me as well. But let's get that in there. Now, what we have left should be what's left over for food. And I know for sure I took a 20 out for miscellaneous. Let me put this aside. Now we'll see what's left over in this. What do we have left over? We have 20, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. Okay. And at this point, I mean, I don't know if it really matters if it goes to food or miscellaneous. I think I'll just put it all in food at this point because sometimes my miscellaneous goes to food anyway. And I am going to unstuff this cash real quick. I still find myself using my change when I go to the coffee shop. And I don't mind tipping them, but the thing that gets me is if I didn't put all that change in, how much more change would I have saved? So it's more about seeing how much I save. And since I'm trying not to go to the coffee shop every day, that helps. But if I do go, I think at this point, I'd rather give a dollar bill than change. Only because I really want to see how much change truly shows up in a year. When I'm giving away quarters and stuff, throughout the year, I feel like it never really truly shows what I saved. Okay. So we're going to put this remainder in my food. I did end up buying some other personal things like body sponges and stuff. So I think I'm just going to say that was the rest of my miscellaneous money. We're going to throw this to food and we are good. So quick cash stuffing. We got the food, that's already been spent. We got the family, we figured that out. We got the winter, the emergency fund. It's sitting in my savings account right now. I have to transfer it to my high yield account. Bankroll stays in my checking account for rollover, and that is it. We've paid ourselves back and we are good to go. But that is it, you guys. So for next video, I haven't done this in a long time, but because things are changing a lot, like my paychecks are bigger, my bills are more consistent. I'm paying everything myself now that I live alone. And I'm really working hard for this debt payoff. I thought it might be fun to bring back the end of the month, like budget closeouts. So we're going to start that this month. This week is spring break. So I'm like, I'll actually have time to sit down and fill out, make a nice video. So we will do a nice budget closeout for March. So even for me too, for me to get a clearer idea of how I'm doing bill-wise, money-wise, debt-wise. And then the other video I really want to film is something I've talked about with you guys is where am I still going wrong? So I know that I'm still going wrong and I don't want to give away anything now because that'll be the video, but I think that will be a fun video. One more thing, I do have several items on my shop now. I have different varieties of the $100 envelope challenge, money placeholders, and I also have made these cute little scratch offs in different denominations. So I have one in here. This was a mess up that I have, but I have $100 scratch offs, 200 scratch offs. These are on my shop. So I think I'm gonna put them on sale next week for spring break. All right, you guys, I thank you so much for your support. I hope you're having a wonderful week, a wonderful weekend. If you celebrate Easter next weekend, we have that coming up. Spring is here, and yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in my next video where we will close out our March budget. Bye.